Welcome to the longest running quiz show in the area. Categories. High school students compete to answer questions on topics from art to science, history to current events. And now, here's your categories host, John Bartell.
Hi, welcome to Categories. Today we're bringing you two great teams entwined in trivia battle as the Blue Valley West Jaguars take on the Shawnee Mission North Indians. Let's go ahead and meet our competitors first from West.
Hi, I'm Olivia and I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Sean and I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Curtis and I'm a junior.
I'm Sandy and I'm a senior.
I'm Billy and I'm a junior.
And our competitors from North.
Hi, I'm Goldia, I'm a senior.
Hi, I'm Forrest, and I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Corbin, and I'm a junior.
Hi, I'm Walter, and I'm a sophomore.
Hi, I'm Joe, and I'm a junior.
Here on Categories in the first round, we will take turns answering questions. If a team responds correctly, they will earn a point. If they respond incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. We did a coin toss before we started taping. It was won by the Indians, so Shawnee Mission North. Here is the first question, and the category is movies. Mickey Mouse made history in 1928 when he appeared in the first animated cartoon to use sound. What was it called? Forrest?
Steamboat Willie.
It is Steamboat Willie. Back over to you, West. Geography is the category. Some of its historic and scenic places in the state are Mount Holly, the Palisades, Camden, and Princeton. Name the state. Sean?
New Jersey.
It is New Jersey. Back over to you, Indians. United Nations is the category. The principal judiciary body of the United Nations is the International Court of Justice. Name the city in the Netherlands where the court is located. Goldia?
Prague.
It is not Prague. Jaguars, chance to steal this United Nations category. The principal judiciary body of the United Nations is the International Court of Justice. Name the city in the Netherlands where the court is located. Curtis?
Brussels.
It is not Brussels. It's The Hague. The Hague. West, you do get the next question, however, and it is current events. Name the younger member of the legendary singing group, the Everly Brothers, who died recently at the age of 74. Time on that. North, chance to steal this current events question. Name the younger member of the legendary singing group, the Everly Brothers, who died recently at the age of 74. It was Dawn Everly. Ask your grandparents about that one. They'll know that one. That skips a generation. North, you do get the next question. It is vocabulary. What is the word supposedly constructed from the initials of the Hebrew words for Father, Son, and Holy Spirit that has come to be associated with any meaningless jargon and is frequently used by magicians? Joe?
Abracadabra.
Abracadabra. West, back to you for U.S. presidents. It was said that John F. Kennedy could not become president because he was Catholic. What similar personal obstacle did Ronald Reagan need to overcome? Curtis?
He was very old.
I cannot accept that. Indians, chance to steal this U.S. president's category. It was said that John F. Kennedy could not become president because he was Catholic. What similar personal obstacle did Ronald Reagan need to overcome? Walter?
He was divorced.
He was divorced. Very good. North, you do get the next question. General knowledge. When cleaning a latex paintbrush, it's best to use what liquid? Forrest?
Thinner.
It is not thinner. Jaguars, chance to steal this general knowledge category. When cleaning a latex paintbrush, it's best to use what liquid? Sean?
Ethanol.
It is not ethanol. It's just water.
Oh.
Water. Jaguars, you do get the next category. It is literature. Name all four of the brawling, lighthearted heroes whose rallying cry is all for one and all for one in a 19th century novel. We're looking for all four character names. Indians, chance to steal this literature question. Name all four of the brawling, light-hearted heroes whose rallying cry is all for one and all for one in a 19th century novel. We're looking for D'Artagnan, Porthos, Athos, and Aramis, the three musketeers. Indians, back to you with art. Both devout and intelligent, he sought to combine Christianity and humanism. In fact, his most famous painting seems to symbolize the church giving life to humanism. Who painted the great fresco of God giving life to Adam? Forrest?
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo is correct. Back over to you, West, for a math category. If each side of a square is increased by 10%, by what percent is the area? Sean? 21, very good. Indians, sports is the category. Peggy Fleming and Dorothy Hamill reigned as queens of the ice skating rink for the United States in the 60s and 70s. However, in 1928, 1932, and 1936, it was a European woman who dominated the Winter Olympic Games. Name her. West, chance to steal the sports category. Peggy Fleming and Dorothy Hamill reigned as queens of the ice skating rink for the United States in the 60s and 70s. However, in 1928, 1932, and 1936, Sandy.
Henning.
Henny, very good. Sonia was her first name. West, back to you with a Greek category. On the western shore of the Bosporus, the Argonauts meet King Phineus, who had misused his gift of prophecy and was harried by what hideous creatures sent by Zeus? Sean?
Harpies.
The Harpies, very good. Back to you, North, with current events. What nation's government recently destroyed many scientific and historical documents in its national archives drawing fire from critics of Prime Minister Stephen Harper? Back to you, West, with this current events category. What nation's government? Curtis.
Canada.
It is Canada. West, you do get the next category. It is astronomy. What is the two-word term for a kind of star maintained by pressure of an electron gas? Sean?
Red giant.
It is not red giant. North, you have a chance to steal this astronomy category. What is the two-word term for the kind of star maintained by the pressure of an electron gas? Goldia?
White dwarf.
It is white dwarf. North, you get the next category. It is animals. Although few large animals live on the Scandinavian peninsula, what species of deer thrives there? Walter?
Reindeer.
Reindeer or caribou. Either one was acceptable. Back to you, West, with geography. To the northwest is Skagerrak. To the northeast is Kattegat. To the southeast is the Baltic Sea. What country is thus situated? Sean?
Finland.
It's not Finland. North, you have a chance to steal this geography question. To the northwest is Skagerrak. To the northeast is Kattegat. To the southeast is the Baltic Sea. What country is thus situated? Goldia?
Norway.
It is not Norway. It's Denmark. Denmark. Indians, you do get the next question, and it is once again geography. In which country will you find the village of Balaclava? Excuse me, Balaclava. Much different. Jugras, chance to steal this geography question. Not a food question, geography question. In what country would you find the village of Balaclava? Yeah.
Ukraine.
It is the Ukraine, and I probably butchered the name there. Sorry about that. All right, back to you, West, with the music category. In 4/4 time, if the measure has a dotted quarter note and a half note, what kind of note would complete the measure? Sean? An eighth note, very good. Indians, government is your category. Which department head in the presidential cabinet is the highest of any of those in the cabinet in the line of the succession to the presidency? Goldia?
Secretary of State.
Secretary of State. Back to you, Jaguars, with French is the category. The name of which poofed out hairstyle is from the French for swell? Sandy?
Pompadour.
Cannot accept that. Indians, chance to steal this French category. The name of which puffed out hairstyle is from the French for swell? Forrest?
Bouffant.
Bouffant. Very good. Back to you, North. Famous quotes. Who said, when referring to the Great Depression, it is only a temporary halt to the prosperity of a great people? Walter?
Herbert Hoover.
Hoover is correct. West, statehood is the category. The motto of the 15th state to join the Union is, united we stand, divided we fall. Name the 15th state. Sean.
Kentucky.
Kentucky, right on the money. Nice job. Shawnee Mission North, back to you with Italian. What is the Italian title for an unmarried woman? Joe?
Bachelorette.
I cannot accept that. Jaguars, we're going to go to you for a chance to steal this Italian category. What is the Italian title for an unmarried woman? Olivia.
Donna.
It's not Donna. Signorina. Signorina. West, we're going back to you with another literature category. Sir Thomas Malory wrote the greatest book of his century. The century was the 15th. What was the title of this book? Indians, chance to steal this literature category. Sir Thomas Malory wrote the greatest book of his century. The century was the 15th. What was the title of this book? La Mort d'Arthur is what we're looking for. And with that siren, that does denote the end of our first half. And Shawnee Mission North has a slight lead of score of 9 to Blue Valley West 8. In this part of our program, we were going to go to a campus update in which a student from each school will give us the ins and outs of what's happening in their building. And it looks like Curtis is giving us the update from Blue Valley West. Curtis, what's happening with the Jaguars?
Well, Blue Valley West is proud to be hosting the state's 5A debate tournament. We're also sending some of our debaters to compete at the 6A debate tournament. Last week, we're proud to say that we beat Gardner, our basketball team that is. Did. Our theater department is now preparing to put on the musical Grease. This weekend, our orchestra and band both did very well at the All-State tryouts. And aside from that, we're looking forward to having a great second semester with lots of academic achievement.
Awesome. Good stuff. And from Shawnee Mission North, Goldia, what is happening over on Johnson Drive?
Well, we have Spam-A-Lot in a couple of weeks, January 23rd through 25th. That's what our theater department's putting on. And then February 13th and 14th, we have our ART improv shows. Those are going to be hilarious. And our girls basketball team is 5-2. So.
All right. How about the boys basketball team?
They're improved from last season.
Okay, good way of putting that.
Yeah.
Excellent. Before we start our second half, we do have a recap of what our season has looked like so far, with our top 6 teams being displayed for you on the screen. Currently, we have Blue Valley West with a 3-0 record, at top of our standings, and then Blue Valley at 2-1, Blue Valley Northwest at 2-1, and Shawnee Mission East also at 2-1. But by percentage of questions answered correctly, Blue Valley is in 2nd place. And then followed up in 5th and 6th place is Shawnee Mission South at 2-0 and Shawnee Mission North at 1-1. Here in the second round of categories, we will place a question on the floor for either team to answer in our lightning round. Once again, if a team responds incorrectly, the other team will get a chance to steal. And for every question they answer correctly, the team will earn a point. So here we go. Both teams. Television is the category. This channel got started in 1985. The National Academic Championship was broadcast on it in 1988 and 89. And the networks of that name now include Animal Planet and Learning Channel. Name that channel. Olivia?
Discovery.
Discovery. Very good. Mathematics for both teams. Which property of a periodic function is defined as 1/2 the difference between the maximum and minimum values of that function? Sean?
Amplitude.
Amplitude, very good. Science for both teams. In a circuit, this quantity equals the square of the current in a resistor times its resistance. Sean?
Power.
Power, thank you. And you saved me from reading about 5 more sentences there. Very good. English history for both teams. In his dying hour, Sir Walter Scott requested, "Bring me the book." And members of his family questioned, "What book?" What was his reply? Sean?
Any book?
No, I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. North, you have a chance to steal this English history question. In his dying hour, Sir Walter Scott requested, "Bring me the book." And the members of his family questioned, "What book?" What was his reply? Corbin?
The Bible.
The Bible is correct. U.S. history for both teams. In the 1970s, refugees that came to be known as quote-unquote boat people originated mainly from what country? Curtis?
Cuba.
I'm sorry, I cannot accept Cuba. Indians, chance to steal this U.S. history question. In the 1970s, refugees that came to be known as boat people originated mainly from what country? Corbin?
Costa Rica.
It is not Costa Rica. Vietnam. Vietnam. Both teams, go figure is the title of this category. Try this riddle. Pennsylvania had the first 2. There have been hundreds since, but never more than 100 at a time. What are they? Goldia?
Senators?
It is senators. Geography for both teams. The largest city in a West Coast state has the same name as the largest city in a New England state. Name both the cities. Walter?
Portland, Oregon, and Portland, Maine.
Those are the 2. Very good. Next category is games and bridge, or specifically bridge. From the highest to the lowest, how do the suits rank in bridge? Sandy?
Spade, heart, diamond, club.
That's the correct order. Nice job. Definitions, specifically chemistry definitions. In chemistry, it's a very small amount. It's the mark, trail, or vestige left by a passing object. Name this 5-letter word. It's a trace, a trace. Medicine for both teams. First described by an English physician in 1717, which disease is marked by tremors of the hands? Sean?
Parkinson's disease.
Parkinson's, very good. Music for both teams. What member of the lute family is essential to both a Neapolitan orchestra and a bluegrass band? Sandy?
Violin.
I'm sorry, can I accept violin? North, chance to steal this music category. What member of the lute family is essential to both a Neapolitan orchestra and a bluegrass band? Walter?
A guitar.
It's not a guitar, it's a mandolin. Mandolin. Both teams, another music question for both of you. It was billed as an experiment in modern music by promoter-conductor Paul Whiteman for its premiere at the Odeon Hall in Manhattan. This 1924 composition begins with one of the best-known clarinet solos. Sandy?
Rhapsody in Blue.
Rhapsody in Blue, very good. States is the next category. The compromise that gave us a 2-house Congress was proposed by this state, hence its nickname. Sandy?
Connecticut.
Connecticut, very good. Politics for both teams. Occasionally, a party leader, such as a governor or a senator, seeks control over a state's delegation to the National Convention. He is seldom considered a serious contender. What is the political term given to such a leader? Corbin?
Lame duck.
It is not lame duck. West, chance to steal this politics category. Occasionally, a party leader, such as a governor or a senator, seeks control over a state's delegation to the National Convention. He, or I should say she, is seldomly considered a serious contender. What is the political term given to such a leader? they're considered a favorite son or favorite daughter. World history for both teams. During this Chinese dynasty, the rulers adopted the language and general customs of the peoples they ruled. Which dynasty replaced the Ming dynasty in 86? Sean?
Qing Dynasty.
Qing dynasty, very good. Literature for both teams. In his works include Barbary Shore, Deer Park, and An American Dream. In Miami and the Seas of Chicago, he represents reactions to the 1968 National Political Convention. His first success was his war novel, The Naked and the Dead. Name him. Time on that. It's Norman Mailer. Norman Mailer. Health for both teams. What two minerals are important for strong bones? Joe.
Calcium and iron.
I'm sorry, cannot accept that. West, chance to steal this health question. What two minerals are important for strong bones? Sean?
Calcium and magnesium.
I'm sorry, that is not correct. Calcium is one of them. Phosphorus is the other. Phosphorus. Religion is the next category for both teams. The four horsemen of the apocalypse are mentioned in the book of Revelation. There are famine, conquest, and death by pestilence. Name the remaining horsemen. Curtis?
War.
War. Very good. Geography for both teams. This republic is the 7th largest country in the world. It's about This republic is the 7th largest country in the world. It's about 1/3 the size of the United States, but has more than... Sean?
India.
India, very good. And you've opened up a bit of a lead here. Blue Valley West 18, Shawnee Mission North 12. U.S. history is the next category. A memorable Phi Beta Kappa address was delivered at Harvard in 1837, entitled The American Scholar. Who delivered it? Ralph Waldo Emerson. Language for both teams. What adverb derived from the name of the messenger of the gods in Greek mythology means completely sealed against the entry of air? Sandy?
Hermetically.
Hermetically, very good. U.S. government for both teams. These are the first few words of what important works. There's 3 of them. We the people of the United States, when in the course of human events, 87 years ago. Sandy?
The Declaration of Independence, the Gettysburg Address, and the Constitution of the United States.
Sorry, I cannot accept that. North, you have a chance to steal this U.S. government question. These are the first words of what important works. Well, I'm giving them to you here. Here we go. We the people of the United States, when in the course of human events, in 87 years ago. Goldia?
Declaration of Independence, Constitution, Gettysburg Address.
I'm sorry, that's the incorrect order. The first one, we the people, is the Constitution, then the Declaration of Independence, then the Gettysburg Address. I believe that it was implied that the order wasn't. Well, let's move on. Current events is the next category. And this won't be one that you have to list, so we'll be good. General Mills announced that it will no longer use genetically modified ingredients in which of its popular... Olivia? Cheerios. Next question is geography. Which river flows west through Orléans, Tours, and Nantes before emptying into the Bay of Biscay? Sean?
The Rhine?
It is not the Rhine. North, you have a chance to steal this geography question. Which river flows west through Orléans, Tours, and Nantes before emptying into the Bay of Biscay? It's the Loire. Loire. Spelling for both teams. In most cases, one wishes to maintain equilibrium even when I ask you to spell equilibrium. Sean?
EQUILIBRIUM.
Very good. French history for both teams. A leading member of the Estates General during the French Revolution, he was appointed foreign minister and held that office until 1807. Napoleon then made him Grand Chamberlain and Prince. After the fall of Napoleon, he was prime minister under Louis XVIII. Name him. Walter?
Marquis de Lafayette.
I'm sorry, that is incorrect. Wes, you have a chance to steal this French history question. A leading member of the Estates General during the French Revolution, he was appointed foreign minister and held that office until 1807. Napoleon then made him Grand Chamberlain and Prince. After the fall of Napoleon, he was prime minister under Louis XVIII. Name him. It's Talleyrand. Talleyrand. Culinary arts for both teams. Take a rack of lamb, form it into a circle, and you have what roast fit for a king? Sandy?
Prime.
It is not prime. North, you have a chance to steal this culinary arts question. Take a rack of lamb and form it into a circle, and you have what roast fit for a king? Forrest?
Crown roast?
It is a crown roast. Very good. Well, I've just been told that our siren did not work to announce the end of our game, but we are at the end of our competition. And we do have a final score of Blue Valley West 21. And you did get that last score for them. And Shawnee Mission North 13. So congratulations to both teams on a very well played game. And please join us again here next time on Categories as we promise to bring you the best and brightest minds of high school students all throughout Johnson County.